Hey guys, I'm Python. Welcome back to the channel to part 2 of the tier list, I guess you could call it, where we rank the A rank and S rank characters, and there are some real hidden gems in here. And on the left I have appmedia.jp open. You can I will leave a link to it in the description. I disagree with their list, but I'm just because it makes it convenient for me to read the skills really quickly and shuffle through them, so that's why I have it open. But first of all, I want to say that majority of the A and S rank characters you're gonna use regardless, whether they're good or not. You're just gonna need to, because there's no other options, right? Especially for support, right? If you don't have the SS rank support, you're gonna be stuck with a crapper, right? You're gonna be stuck with one of the worst ones. But I'm gonna start off with the defenders, and I've already placed him on the list here. It's Hiragi, right? S rank Hiragi is the first one. I placed him A rank. Honestly, he could go S rank, you know. He really could. Let's go ahead and take a look at him and read him. Let's start things off with the special skill. Increase defense by 25 and sets up a shield, which is really good. Skill 1, increase defense by 12%, really good. Skill 2, deals damage and reduces damage dealt by 10%, really good. The passive reduces damage taken by all red allies by 7%, which is phenomenal. The green one did it by 10% for all green allies. Again, this is just a worse version of the green one, a slightly worse. He doesn't heal himself. The percentages are a bit lower, but I just think he's good. I just think he's just good. I just don't know whether I put him S tier or A tier. I'm gonna put him A tier for now, but honestly, he could go S tier in the future. We're gonna go into the yellow one, the A rank one. Where is he? There he is. And I'm gonna place him here as well, on A rank as well, because again, he's just the same, just slightly lower. Oh, actually, no, he doesn't set up a shield, does he? No, special move doesn't set up a shield. Increases defense and provokes, which the red one doesn't. Yep, the red one doesn't. Skill 1, increase defense by 10% for 20 seconds. Skill 2 just does damage. The passive, reduce damage taken by all yellow allies by 5%. Really good. I'm actually gonna move him. Yeah, I'm gonna move him down to B. He's really good. Like, he's really solid. He doesn't heal himself. He doesn't set up a shield, but he does provoke. I don't know, to be honest. I think I might just move him up. This is tough, you know. I'm gonna move him up for now, but I don't know. I'm not too sure about that. We might change it later on. We might. Next up, Tsugeura, and unfortunately for him, the SS rank was pretty bad. However, the A rank, on the other hand, is even worse. I don't know what to say. They've done him dirty. Just so bad. Passive. Increases defense by 20% and recovers HP by 50. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad. He just recovers HP instead of like the passive crap. Skill 1, increase defense for 20 seconds by 10. That's fine. Skill 2 just does damage. And then the passive is just horrific. The passive is so bad. Every time you receive damage, your damage taken is reduced by 3%, but for 30 seconds, but it reactivates for 10 seconds. So essentially you can get a 9% damage reduction, but it's every time you receive damage. So it's just not good for me, because yeah, it's just not good. He's C tier. He's at the bottom. He's not gonna be there lonely though, because Sugista is next, and for him, at least he has a good one. The blue one is in S tier, but the red one is in C tier as well, just not good. Deals damage to an enemy and increases defense by 10% or 15. That's just crap. That's just so bad. Skill 1 increases defense by 10%. Yep. Skill 2 just does damage. The passive reduces damage taken by 10%, which is honestly, it's good. It's just good. Yeah, so he's not horrible, but just he kind of is though. Like, this is just dreadful. 10%, 15. That is just not good. Actually, how much was? Yeah, it was 20 for the this is the A rank. Yeah. Hiragi. Okay, next up, let's move on to Togame. Togame, and actually I should have opened actually just hold up 1 second. I'll open up the SS rank one. Right, so this is the SS rank one, okay? And this is the green A rank one. So let's just compare them. Right. The green one increases defense by 20 for 15 and recovers HP by 50%. The yellow one increases defense by 30, which is 10% more, which is a lot more, and recover HP by 50, which is the same thing. It's just lower percentage. Increase defense by 10 for 20 seconds. Increase defense by 10 for 20 seconds and increases damage dealt, which is not really that relevant. Skill 2 on the A rank. 200 damage and inflicts knockdown for 5. 300 damage and inflicts knockdown for 5. Doesn't matter. Essentially the same. And then the passive, let's look at the yellow one first, the SS rank one, which is in A tier. 45 seconds after the start, grants continuous recovery by 5 of your attack, 5% of your attack. Just horrible passive. Whereas the green one just has 10% damage reduction. For me, the green one goes in the same tier as the yellow one, A rank. The knockdown is fine, increases defense twice in the passive and on skill 1, and the special move, the ult move, is the same essentially, just 10% less defense increase, which is a big difference, but the passive is just a lot more straightforward and just better, honestly, than just the yellow one, which is SS rank. So yeah, this is really good, by the way. This is really good. Really good unit. And then the last tank is Sakura. And he is gonna go into S rank. He is so good. Well, he can be so good, I should say, because he doesn't increase his defense. He doesn't heal himself. He doesn't set up a shield. He doesn't taunt. He evades. That's his thing. His thing is evasion. The special skill increases evasion rate by 30%. The starting evasion rate is 3%, by the way, for everybody. So the special move increases it by 30%. Skill 1 increases by 15. The passive increases by 15. So you can have a 30, you can have up to 60%. And on skill 2, if you're dealing with a single target boss, right? Deals damage, right? Fair enough, 150%. And then reduces accuracy by 10%. He's great. He's got a right, 60, 15, 15, and with the scene card, his own scene card, which you can get for free, by the way, if you play a little bit of PvP, with his own scene card that you can get, it increases evasion rate by 5%. If you level it up, I think it goes up to 10. So you can have with his own scene card a 70% evasion rate at some point, which is just so good. A bit RNG based, of course, because it's still not 100%, but so he can be so good. He can be so good. S tier for sure. Honestly, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this for now. It might be an issue because Red Hiragi is really good, but I'm gonna do this for now just because I think he's just so good. The yellow one, the yellow Sakura, he's just so good. Alright, let's move on to the attackers now. And we're gonna start off with the heater. S rank Suo is gonna go into S rank. Because context matters a lot and the state of the game matters a lot. And If you look at the SS rank, there's only one blue attacker in SS rank. It's Umemiya, and Umemiya is an AoE. He's an AoE attacker, so being the only single target DPS gives him a lot of value. Because the special move 1100. And it inflicts fear for 10 seconds. The skill 1 does damage. The skill 2 attacks the opponents in the front and middle rows. And then he buffs himself, just like the red one does. It's just that 5% less. It's 20%. Phenomenal. So good. And just like the red Suo, the SS Suo and Sakura, the S rank Suo and Sakura are just the same. Sakura just gonna go a bit below. He just does the same damage, 550 times 2, the same. Skill 1 is the same. Skill 2 is just a single target attack, not like Suo's attack on the first two, on the tanks and on the attackers. And then the passive just increases damage by 20, again, just like Suo. It goes one below just because, obviously the context, as I said, like the fact that there is no single target blue gives him a lot of value, and he can inflict fear on the opponent for 10 seconds on the ult, which is really massive. Let's move on. With the next one. And the next one is Kaji, the green Kaji. Okay, let's take a look at him first. Let's read him first. 1100. And removes one of your own damage reducing debuffs. Really good. Deals damage twice to an enemy. Yep. Increases attack power by 20 for 30 and increases defense power by 20 for 30. Really good. On skill 2. And the special skill is kind of similar to the red ones. When an ally's HP falls below 50, increases damage dealt by 15 for 30 seconds and reduces damage taken by 15 for 30 seconds. The other one actually was for 90 seconds, wasn't it? The red one. So not as good. It does loads of damage. He's a good single target. He goes into B rank for me. He could go into A rank, honestly. I'm gonna leave him in B for now, but I just don't know how good this is, by the way. Removes one of your damage reducing debuff. I don't know how good that is, really. So he's one that I might change in the future. For now, he's gonna go there. Let's continue now into the A rank attackers. Tomiyama, just C rank. I'm sorry. Does 800 damage and 20% of attack. That does bleed for 15. Just okay. Just damage. Increases attack by 25. To be fair, this is good. That's good. But the passive is just a waste. Increases evasion by 50. Yeah. It's C rank. I'm sorry. If the passive was another attack increase, it would have been great. Sorry. Okay, sorry guys, my phone just went there. Anyways, yeah, just horrible, Tomiyama. I'm sorry. Just if the passive was an attack increase, yeah, but it's not, so no. Next up is Kiryu, the yellow Kiryu, and just like the blue Sako, the blue Suo, Kiryu has a value to him, and that value is that the only other yellow attackers are SS rank. So if you don't pull one of the SS rank yellow attackers, one of them guys, then he's the only yellow attacker in the game. There is no S rank, no other A rank. He's the only yellow attacker in the game that's not SS rank. So he already gained some value. Let's look at his build first of all. 1000 damage and inflicts stun for 5 seconds. Really good. I like stun. I like disruptions. Skill 1 deals damage, sure. Skill 2 deals damage, some more damage. Yep. And then the special increases damage dealt by 15%. 15% damage dealt. That is the same as yellow Sako's. That is the same passive as yellow Sako's. He goes into B, honestly, honestly, he's really good. He could even go higher. I don't know. I feel like there was a tier like just between A or B, but there's not. So we're gonna leave him B for now. And that's for that's not it for the attacker. Sako is here. 1000 damage and inflicts dizziness for 10. It does stun for 5, so this is 10 seconds is massive. Skill 1, just attack on an enemy. Skill 2, another attack on an enemy. And then the passive, again, increase damage dealt by 15. Really good, really solid. It goes in the same tier as Kiryu. Really good. Of course, slightly better than Kiryu, I think, because of the 10 seconds. But Kiryu has a bit more value because of the yellow, right? Whereas with blue, you're gonna have Suo, and you're definitely gonna have Umemiya, by the way, because you're gonna reroll for him. He's the best in the game, so he loses value, right? He loses a bit of value because you're never gonna use him. Speaking of Umemiya, let's move on to support, and yellow Umemiya is actually really, really good. He's gonna go A tier, and can I do this? Hold up just 1 second. Okay, I've stretched it out. Hopefully it doesn't look horrible. Yeah. Umemiya is A rank for me. Let's take a look at him. Recovers HP of the ally with the lowest. Skill 1 recovers HP of the ally with the lowest. Skill 2 increased damage dealt of 2 in the middle by 15 for 20 seconds. Really good. And then the passive, reduce damage taken of all yellows by 7%. Just really good. Increase damage, reduces damage, heals, standard support, good support. Doesn't really buff twice the same thing, doesn't do anything broken. It's just good. Honestly, he might be better than Nire, to be honest with you. We'll leave them in the same tier for now, but Nire might have to go down, to be honest with you. Speaking of Nire, is the red one. Let's read him first. Recovers HP to the allies in the front row. Recovers HP to the ally with the lowest. Skill 2 just does damage. Just that's the point. And then the passive reduces damage taken of the 2 allies in the front row, which is permanent. Which is a good one, to be fair. So yeah, he can go B rank. He heals and then reduces damage. He doesn't buff, which is a bit of a shame. He might have to go C, you know. Yeah, he's gonna go C. He just doesn't buff attack, right? Like, the damage reduction is really nice, but he doesn't buff attack. Yeah, he's going C. He doesn't buff attack. He's horrible. I'm sorry. Yeah. Next up is the blue Nire. Recovers HP with the lowest. Recovers HP ally with the lowest again for the skill 1. Increase damage dealt by the ally with the highest attack. And then the passive increase damage dealt by all blue allies by 9. So he doesn't lower, he increases. Which is slightly better, I think. Sure, you can go B. I mean, it's good. Is it that good to go to B? I don't know. He can be top of C. And actually, these guys are just pointless, to be honest, at C. So he can go B, sure. Again, if there was a tier between C and B, it'll be there, but... And lastly, Suo. I think he's pretty similar to Nire. Recovers to the ally with the lowest. Yep, recovers to the ally with the lowest. Reduces damage taken by the ally with the lowest. That's really good. And then increases damage dealt by all green allies. Yep, really good, really solid. Just a good replacement. I think, look, if you don't have the SS rank, you're gonna have to use an A rank and an S rank, so you're gonna have to use these guys. I see support is the most important one, and the fact that the red Nire doesn't give you an attack increase is diabolical, is horrible, so that maybe gives Kiryu a bit more value. But regardless, this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Maybe I'm wrong on some stuff, maybe I've overlooked some stuff, maybe I've underestimated some certain skills or abilities or debuffs. But for me, this is it for now. I'm a bit unsure on Hiragi, like, maybe he should be higher. I mean, I'm gonna leave him there for now, but I feel like he could be higher. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.